Hi, everyone. It's Peter Giannetti of HomePage News. And we have a special guest this afternoon. We're with Jane Kloss. Jane is an Emmy Award-winning television host of Creative Living on the Eureview Network and a longtime radio personality and DIY living and wellness expert based in the Chicago area. Jane has a new role with the Inspired Home Show, which is coming up March 10th through 12th in Chicago's McCormick Place. So we're here today to talk about Jane's new role and how that will interact with the show coming up in Chicago. Jane, how are you doing today? Tell us a little bit about yourself and your new role with the Inspired Home Show and how those two paths have intersected as we get ready for the show in March.
Hey, Peter, it is so great to be here with you today. And I am so thrilled about my new role with the Inspired Home Show. So, like you said, I come from a television host and radio personality background. I've spent my years on the small screen celebrating trends in the kitchen, in the craft room, in everyday life. And so now being able to be the media spokesperson for the Inspired Home Show is really, really a dream come true. And I'll tell you why, how these two intersected. As a media spokesperson and attending the show for many, many years, I would want to show the consumers, the viewers, the listeners, and tell them all about what's new and what's happening in the world of home and housewares. But now, as the media spokesperson, I get to shine a bigger, brighter spotlight on the people behind the brands, the stories, the innovations, the newest, latest, and greatest trends and products that we're going to be seeing on the showroom floor. So initially, I am bridging the gap from what is happening on the floor to the world of consumers and what we're going to be seeing in our homes and in the retail shops for the next months and the next year to come.
Well, it's interesting. 2025, which had its challenges, actually finished real strong. I'm hearing from a lot of retailers and home and houseware suppliers. So we're coming into 2026. Inventories are lean. There's this kind of thought that it's a fresh new start, and the Inspired Home Show really happens at a time when people are starting to put those plans together. I'm hearing from the IHA that there's going to be more than 1,000 exhibitors at this year's show. The key buyer registration is up 5% already over the previous year's show. What do buyers look for, and what do you look for, and how do those two sort of mesh? And you've been to the show many times. What are you going to be looking for when you get there this year?
Yeah, I've been covering the show for almost a decade, and whether I'm doing it on the radio or television, I'm always looking for trends. I am a geek for trends. So I think that this year I am going to be looking for trends that blend style, function, and personality. And I'm really obsessed with the kitchens with personalities trend. And if I'm looking maybe for there's that vintage inspired essential that you need to have, or maybe there's a wellness innovation, or there's a organization innovation. I love that as well. Or even pet celebrations. I know we're talking about that. That is a huge trend this year, but something that is fun and it's going to make your life at home easier and inspired. And you want to spend more time at home with the ones you love and inviting others over. The one thing that I absolutely love to find is the product trend story that everyone's going to say, I need that in my life. And that's one of the funnest parts for me. And we will find that with over 1,000 exhibitors and more coming, we're going to find so many of those trends, Peter.
Yeah, there was a feeling last year that there was a lot of innovation and new products introduced at the beginning of the year. They didn't all necessarily make it to the retail shelves and ultimately the consumers' homes because of a lot of the challenges getting product shipped last year. This year, there's that pent-up demand, I think, for newness. You're seeing it on the retail side. You're going to see it on the consumer side. The consumer is interested in things that are making their lives easier. And I expect a real rush of new products and new ideas coming in this year, and we'll see them on display at the show.
Yeah, so the retailers, they're on the show, they're walking the floor. The show is like a crystal ball to how we're going to cook, how we're going to organize, how we're going to celebrate. And the retailers, they find those gems. I mean, listen, there with so many amazing products and ideas out there, there are so many gems. So those retailers pull what they want and it works with what they're doing in store, and then they're bringing it to you. And so I think the important part for the retailers, because there are so many opportunities for newness, is that they're going to walk that showroom floor and be overwhelmed, as they are every year, with greatness. And the other thing that I love about this role is being the connector of bringing what's happening, all the excitement that's on display to the audience that is eager to see what is going to be happening at the show this year. So I'm passionate about helping people live better, live creatively, live great at home. And whether it's organizing, it's cooking, it's cleaning, all of that's happening on the showroom floor. And I just feel like my world and bringing it to the consumer aligns perfectly with the spirit of the Inspired Home Show.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you in Chicago. Again, that's the Inspired Home Show, March 10th through 12th at Chicago's McCormick Place. It's a new Tuesday through Thursday timing for the show this year. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you real soon.
Thanks, Peter. I look forward to seeing you too. And welcome, everybody.